for work today, I'm going to be compiling our research that we've done to figure out what we're going to prioritize for Q3. And I know it's pretty early to prioritize for the next quarter already, but come summer, there's like always someone on vacation. So we just want to make sure that we get everyone's opinion heard, everyone knows what they're doing, and we could just like move forward without having to like miss a beat while it's summer. So I'm going to be doing that today, and that just means like reviewing a lot of meeting recordings that we have and user interviews, reviewing surveys, Slack messages, and just like trying to consolidate all of that feedback into one place. So I'm going to be documenting them all here on FigJam, noting where the source of the feedback is coming from, and also identifying any common themes using affinity diagramming so we can figure out what to prioritize and what are the biggest pain points. And while there are a lot of diagramming apps out there, we like to stay in Figma and use FigJam as our developers have gotten pretty comfortable navigating in it for design work, and there's just no other reason for us to like try to use another app or introduce another app into our stack. So I'm going to be spending the day working in here so I can get everything organized before heading into a couple meetings that I have in the afternoon. I am so happy to say that this video is sponsored by CareerFoundry. CareerFoundry is an online school for anyone who wants to build their career in tech. They are currently offering career change programs in UX design, UI design, product management, data analytics, full-stack web development, and digital marketing in as little as 5 months. CareerFoundry offers remote and flexible learning, so you can decide how you want to fit your study hours around your other obligations without having to quit your day job. So let's dive into what makes CareerFoundry's UX design program so special. By joining CareerFoundry's UX design program, you'll get all of the skills and tools and get paired with dedicated experts in the field. This means that students not only receive a UX industry expert to act as their mentor, who will review their portfolios and give them personalized one-to-one feedback, but they will also receive a tutor who will help them answer any questions on a daily basis. This ensures that students receive continuous support throughout their entire learning journey. And here's the best part, CareerFoundry also offers a job guarantee. If you don't land a job in your new field within 6 months of graduation, they'll refund your tuition. To become a UX designer, you'll receive tailored coaching from the career services team to ensure that you stand out during interviews and build an impressive portfolio out of the real-world projects that you complete. If you're interested in becoming a UX designer or enhancing your existing skills, be sure to check out the links in the description where you can try out a free UX short course, speak to your own program advisor, or start the full program with a special discount. Even though I work as a full-time UX designer, I still like to create on the side. And I've always just treated it like a mental health check where I understand that if I'm not doing so well mentally, then I have like zero desire to create anything. So once I like understood that about myself, I was able to see like, okay, when do I need to reevaluate what's going on in my life, understand what's actually like making me upset, and just figuring out how I can improve that situation. Because to me, it's really important, especially like being a UX designer, to stay creative, because I feel like that creativity is what helps you empathize with your users, problem solve, and just build like UI or user-centered designs. So for me, like it's really important that I'm able to stay creative and I'm in a mindset where I feel like I can be. So I've had this idea kind of floating around in my head where I create some kind of like UI for a chat app or something, and I really want to challenge myself with this by creating my own vector illustrations. I just feel like you can express yourself so much more in a UI when you add those like custom illustrations, and I know it takes a lot of time and a lot of dedication, and it's pretty much like an entirely different role, but I do want to like improve my skills in this area and just try to make like more impressive, customized, and like colorful designs in my portfolio or just in my work in general. So it's something that I really want to add to my UX toolbox. I'm going to start sketching in Procreate so I can start like warming up and also visualizing the UI I want to create. I think I've like had this idea in my head of wanting to create some kind of like coffee date illustration, because that was actually the first date that my husband and I had. And sometimes it really just all starts with a cup of coffee. coffee. I think another really important factor to staying creative is making sure that you're doing things that actually mean something to you. It's super hard to feel inspired or passionate enough to work on, I don't know, like a banking app or like an irrigation tracker. So when you're practicing your skills, I think it's really valuable to inject some fun into what you're doing, especially if you're just working on your side and trying to improve your skills on your own free time and you're not working. And for me, I really love designing things that I'm just really enjoying. So books or Fire Emblem, Street Fighter, and of course, happy memories that I have. So I'm just gonna keep working on this, but I have a really good feeling about it and I can't wait to show you guys once it's all finished.
Still feels like summer, but it's soaked in nostalgia slowly. All the leaves start turning brown. Cause it still feels like summer, and I simply don't wanna see the cool wind sneak back in our town. But I guess I'll just put on my favorite sweater and say goodbye to summer.
As many of you guys know, I've had a goal this year to read 23 books in 2023. And with it being May, I am happy to say that I am on my very last book for this challenge. I wasn't expecting to get so far into it before the first half of the year is even finished, but I've just been finding a lot of really amazing books that I've really enjoyed reading, and I'm definitely the type that's unable to put a book down if it's like just sucked me into their world. So I do have a few favorites, of course, but there is one book that I definitely want to finish off this goal with. And everyone that I've ever even mentioned the title of this book to has just had raving reviews, has said it was emotional and amazing and just really incredible. So because of the hype around it, I've actually been kind of scared to start it. And of course, if you guys have been following me on Instagram, you would know that the book I'm talking about is The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang. And because I haven't even started it, I'm not exactly sure how to describe it to you guys, so I will link the Goodreads page to it in this video. But from what I know, it's about a girl who joins into a war or gets pulled into a war. And I did read She Who Became the Sun earlier this year, I think actually last month, and I really enjoyed it. And I feel like a lot of people kind of pull, or at least like mention and group up the books together. So I feel like I'm going to really like The Poppy War as well. So one last thing before I start reading, but I wanted to mention how I track all of the books that I want to read and the ones that I have read. And I do it all on Notion because it's just really easy. I pretty much keep my entire life on Notion, and I will leave a link to the page I created in the description of this video so you can use it as a template.
Before I know it, it passes me by. Oh, I don't know why when life is beautiful I start to fear it'll slip through my fingers and just disappear.
This brings us to the very end of this video. I want to say thank you for watching as always, and just for all of your support. I don't know if you guys can tell just from these videos, but I feel really good lately. Like maybe the best I felt in like 3 years since the pandemic started. So yeah, thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.